My name is Mr. Schultz. I can't wait to tell you about my reading journey, how it has made me the reader I am today, and the influence it has had on me as I was growing up. This picture of me is from when I was young and in preschool. During preschool, my mom told me that I always was playing with blocks that had letters on them, trying to create words. I was always trying to spell my name or some kind of different word. I was always talking, whether it made sense or not, and I think this is what helped me start to pick up books and try to read because I always wanted to hear myself talk. Brown Bear, Brown Bear was my favorite book when I first learned to read because my parents were always reading it to me. It brings back memories of spending time with my mom and dad while looking at all the animals the book talks about and seeing the different colors. To this day, when I read the book, I still pause and admire the different colored animals throughout the book. This is a picture of two of my favorite people, my brother and grandma. My brother is 8 years older than me, and he was always someone I wanted to be. Seeing him read books for his school when I was younger than him made me want to read too. My grandma was always around when I was growing up as a kid. She would take breaks from her own reading to help me with my homework if I needed. Seeing her read for fun is something that has inspired me to check out books and grow up knowing reading can be a hobby rather than a chore. One book that my grandma read to me countless times is Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham. I remember this one so clearly because of how many times I have read the book with my grandma and the experiment that we have made out of it. One day, my grandma decided to actually make me green eggs and ham to eat. Although they didn't turn out to be the best food she made for me, it was still very special that we were able to bring the story to life. It put this story in a very special place to me. My kindergarten graduation picture is special to my reading journey because it was when I started to read new books. I started to learn more words in first grade and even had the chance to explore new and different books. I was always trying to read something different while waiting for the buses every day in first grade. It was almost a competition with myself to see if I could find a new book to read at the end of every day in my new classroom. As I fast forward through grades a little bit, Magic Treehouse grew as books that I liked to read. Every book has a different adventure that you can take yourself on and explore as you're reading. They are fun books to put yourself into and imagine that you are even swinging on vines in the jungle with tigers as well. When I think about my favorite book though, there is no single book that is my favorite. This series of books is my favorite, the series of Unfortunate Events. I read each of these books more than once and always had to buy the new ones when they were released. To this day, I still love these books and would read each and every one in my free time. Thank you for listening to my reading journey, and I hope it inspires you as well.